Ow! I pinched my finger between. I couldn't remember what this thing was called, the armrest, and my keyboard tray. Morning, by the way. Happy Sunday. Oh, that's a little loud. That's unacceptable. I do not want to hear myself. That's the last thing I want is to hear myself. Like, seriously, I have no idea how you guys come here and watch me. Like more more than like a minute ever. Like ever, ever, ever. 'Cause you're crazy. Crazy bee. Never mind. Okay. I'm on the wrong character. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me think, let me think. I was gonna. Oh no, she's got enough gold. She's good with gold. I'm just gonna, yeah. Okay. Dory, good day, Eve. Good luck with your gaming today. Thank you. Morning, Furrow. Um, Thank you, Dory, for the like and the share. I don't know why I can't hear the share. Maybe it's still coming.
Better share, bitch.
There it is.
You better share.
You better share. Thank you. How you doing today? Sunday. It's, Sunday. It's supposed to be a day of rest. I guess that's more for religious people, I think. I don't know. I think every day should be a day of rest, but no. Apparently, these things need to earn an income to be able to survive in this world. Is it raining? It's raining. Okay, I picked the two world bosses yesterday or whenever that was. Um, and I went to go do one of the bosses. It didn't work out, so maybe I'll go back over there. But there should be a boss here somewhere. A world boss somewhere over there. Or to the Broken Mountain. Okay. Ash Kahet, somewhere down by the Underkeep. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that one first. Blood DK this morning, just because it was requested that I play this character, and this cord is pissing me off. What's going on? What's your problem, man? Leave me alone. It's gonna be okay. I'm not grumpy today. I am not grumpy today. Mm-mm. Nope. Hell to the no. I am not grumpy today. Where am I going? Down there. That one looks closest. I should be just flying myself because I could be picking up herbs along the way. And I mean, like those ones. Okay. So, not, not only can my son see my BattleNet messages when he's playing Diablo, um, but I get messages that are meant for him. The one day I got a message saying, "Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Sorry, man." Or, yeah, "Sorry, man. I'm back now." Uh-oh. How long does that last? Dressed in herbalism equipment. Okay. What is that? Gain scrap field 9001 overload upon expiration while in combat, receiving the protection of what? Ever. Oh, I got some pheromones going here, guys. Your presence is masked in the Umbrella Bazaar, the Skines, the Burrows, and High Hollows. Still discoverable by guards with keen senses. I got the pheromones. Am I attractive to you? Do you feel it? Morning, Brandon. How are you doing? Happy Sunday. I totally forgot where I was going. Got off track. I went the wrong way. It's not my fault. A herb distracted me. It's still up. It's still up. Where? Not up there. Hmm. You know what? I really don't like this dragon flying thing. There it is. Uh-oh. Starting to get the allergy issues. I saw, oh, there it is right there. I saw a not colorful one, but like a, blah, 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 somewhere down over here. No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I have to get a herb. I don't have a quest to kill them. I do not want to kill them. Oh, there's a dot over there. What does it say? Is that? Oh, that's, okay, I'm here. What if I touch those? Oh, that's what happens. Okay. It hurts. Oh. I actually did not think I was going to be able to play right now. Hey, it's working. Find group. Hey, they don't have a tank. Like as if I know how to tank, really. I'm just a number. That's all. I'm just a number. Oh, get some of these. A couple of these. Do I have a food buff? I have little food. I can eat it. Any little help I can get, definitely appreciated. Those allergies are not cool, by the way. In case you didn't know, they're not cool. It's gonna it's gonna sound like I'm sick here. Someone clapped excitedly for me. Got to take off this. Look, you're like, this is wrecking my vibe. Like, a freaking flowery hat and like, no, I'm supposed to look evil. See? Yeah, I like it. Okay, can we go now? Oh, someone pulled right as I decided to pull. Should we not turn him?
Shockwave.
Nah, I don't need to turn him. I'm in a good spot. Oh, that's someone using their bombs. Yeah, I could do that too. Oh,
Knocking back.
no. He decided to turn around to knock me back. Oh, I gotta watch out for them. I don't think I've ever fought this guy before. That other guy's tanking. I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Is that my dog barking? Oh. Hey Siri,
Knocking back.
call Colby. Did I leave the dogs outside? Oh, okay. I was like, oh my God, I let the dogs outside and left them out there. I heard Nyla barking. Okay. Okay. Okay, I thought I was going crazy. Thank you. Okay, bye. Everything's gonna be okay. I think. I think. Um, a part of me wants to run around and like pick up all the herbs, but also a part of me is like, dude, you only have so much playtime. Don't be like 25 copper key shard. Oh, I got a herbalism thing, the magicker. How you guys doing today, by the way? What kind of plans you got? When I came back home, the grass needs to be cut. And I was like, man, I don't want to cut the grass. We gotta do this other boss. Hopefully people are doing it. Today is Sunday. Oh yeah, yesterday I tried. Well, I think it was yesterday I tried to get this one done. Oh, I'm curious how much valor I have on this character. Stones, valor stones. Oh, she's got 1,000. Not bad. Got 0 gilded crests though. Okay, I wasn't sure if someone was fighting him or not. Okay, gotta go there. Oh, I lost my target. This is always like, I'm always, yeah, I think, yeah. So on that other boss, the little circle thing came up. So we'll see if it comes up with this guy. It's not. This is rude. Should be popping up there. Hold on. I got something over here. Oh, it's under me? Forget it. That's too much work. Oh yeah, I forgot I got this thing. Okay, let me do the thing. Custom. Let's look for find first. What's that called? Godfather. Go, Godfather, go. Oh, Buddy does not have auto invite. Okay. Alright, alright. I don't even use my lock rock. Do I have them on a macro? I don't know. Thought I was gonna sneeze. Okay, that's a macro. Use Healthstone. That's a macro. Use 14. 13 and 14. What am I doing? This is 13. Summons a Blackwater pirate to aid you. 14 does not have a use. Okay. Oh, that's the Scrapfield 9001 I saw on my buffs. I was like, what's that? Okay. Uh, Do I not have that on my screen? Do you see BOP on here? BOP anywhere? I do know. Let's look over here. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. Why doesn't it like, is that a tank? We got 2 tanks, 1 healer. We should be good to go, right? I love that we all have assist. Where's my flask? Right there. Good enough. Let's go.
5, 4,
I say
3,
so.
2, 1.
Did I not drink a flask? I did. Oh, ready check is not. People haven't clicked on the ready check still. Okay, that. I'm just gonna close that. Don't touch the bombs in the red circles. Am I tanking? Yeah, he's mad at me. Okay, be careful, be careful, be careful. I don't know if I'm supposed to like pull him to a safer spot, but all these bombs are just exploding. I totally taunted him, thinking I was gonna do my blood boil. Okay, the last time I did this, I was getting knocked all over the place. I didn't want to touch the bombs, but I also didn't want to touch the yucky stuff. You know what I mean? There we go. There we go. That's what happened last time. There's a bomb right under him. Ah! No, I hate when I get thrown to the side. He's almost dead. We should unqueue. Can I do that? We hit all this. Okay, no, I can't. Number 5, and that one, and that one, and that one. Oh, there's a bomb right beside me. Dude, right into the. At least I only got what flew once. There's a hair in my mouth. Oh no! Oh no! Bonus. Unqueue us. I guess I'll just leave. That's the leader's problem. Okay, now I should be done that quest, right? I should have question mark here. I was gonna say, what? It's right there. I got something too. A warband. It's higher than mine. Hi, Rashida. But it's leather. But it's warband. Oh my gosh, this girl's a scrub. Okay. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Hearth is down for 6 minutes. Man, why didn't I plan that out better? Okay, the flight thing is over there. Oh my god, this is so much work to have to go all the way back. Where's that flight path? I swear. Yeah, I'm totally doing this. I am doing this. You just mind your own business. I'm doing this. Burrow, Dory, Rashida, how are you guys doing today? I got the baby girl here. Where am I going? Should I? Oh no, I'm gonna turn this in first. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna try for Mythic Zero, I think. Here we go.
When shadow falls, lamplighters rise. Can you feel it?
Can you feel
Power
it?
hums with joy, with hope. You've done well, my friend.
Should I buy another tab? Furrow says, slow going for me, still waking up. Dude, I've been awake for hours. 4. No, almost 5 hours. Yeah, I've been awake for like 5 hours already. Where'd I get that from? Oh, I don't need that. Okay. Let's go on here. This character does not disenchant. Leatherware. Oh, I could put it in my warband and then disenchant it on one of my other characters. That's what I'm gonna do. It's the plan, man. By the way, I'm gonna tank some Mythic Zeros, I think, on this character. If anyone wants to join, I need a healer and 3 DPS. Mythic Zeros, not the big ones. It's just the baby girl. Calm down. Oh, she got 20,000 gold. She's good. Okay, okay. I got too much stuff in here. I kind of want to buy another tab, but I kind of don't. Dory says, doing good here. How about you? How you doing, Eve? Sounds like you need some Zyrtec for those allergies. Oh, that's a problem. If I take any allergy medication, I sleep. Like, I'd be sleeping the rest of the day. I'm really sorry. This is probably annoying. Oh, I just saw something plate. Of course, I had to fix my bags after I saw it. So I only have little flasks. I think I should just keep using those until they're gone. I'm doing good, by the way. I'm actually quite awake. I'm tired, but I'm awake. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah. Anywho, I'm tired, but I'm awake. Um, did I have anything made on this character? What do I got? I got a hero piece. I got a hero piece. That's a gun. That's a dagger. Mail. There's a plate. That's veteran though. Why is my if not working? Oh, now it got mad at me. Is it? Why is it not working? It worked for a second there. Did you see it? Like, oh, there we go. I think it's stuck or something. Tori says laugh at me too, but I take one night so it helps me sleep. Oh. Um, yeah, I do have a hard time sleeping. Okay. Mine's hero, that's veteran. That's plate. Cloth. Plate. That's plate. Just hold it down. No, hold it down. No. Click it. Why is it not working? And we have a problem again. I'm just gonna, okay, why is that not working? That's annoying. Okay, belt, champion belt. Oh, mine's veteran. Dory says, you sound like you could be my sister. I always feel tired, but always awake. No, I'm usually just always tired, but I'm like, I have energy. I think I have energy. Like, I feel good. No, I always feel tired. It's not very often that I feel awake, but I could feel my eyes burning from tiredness. Burrow says it won't in the bank. It's buggy. I have to take them out first and then compare. Yeah, that's annoying. Back. Oh, that's season one. I can disenchant that. Crit and mastery. Do I have to look up my stats again? It's been a while. Frosty K. Enhancement Shaman. Marksman Hunter. Blood DK. Wowhead says haste and then mastery crit and burst at the same time. Ah, ah. Haste is the low. Whoa! Whoa! My mastery is 56%? Dude, that's not even close to what that says. It says haste first, and then mastery, crit, and burst. And my versatility is only 6? That's bad. That's really bad. Okay, just give me a second. I'm sorry. Video capture device. Gosh, I have to tell you. Okay, I needed to blow my nose, okay? It still sounds stuffed. But I did that. I'm so glad I turned the camera off, you guys, because I like, you probably don't want to hear this. There was so much stuff. I mean, like all the way down here. I'm so glad I turned off the camera and the mic. Dory says, I think I might make a healing evoker. Oh my gosh, that sanitizer stuff. I think I might make a healing evoker. Are they any good? I hate healing on my priest. I play shadow on her. Um, I could tell you by my experience only. And my experience only right now is I have been playing a healer. So I have not been in groups where I've experienced other healers and how well they do. So my experience does not help you at all, I'm afraid. I can't even tell you if I see evokers queuing up for groups because I've always been the healer in the group. So I'm not much help, I'm afraid, in that department. If there's anyone else here that could help Dory answer her question, that would be awesome. Very much appreciated. That's season 1. Why do I have all the season 1 stuff here? I definitely don't need that. That's got mastery on it. Let me look at these things again that I... Oh, that was the leather. I gotta put that in. Create and verse. Okay, that's fine. Haste and mastery. I do not want that. Is this the one that was better than mine, though? Okay, that's mastery. I don't want it. Strength trinket. That's champion. Hero, hero. Okay, I don't need to look at trinkets. Did I grab one? Neck and belt. Okay. Yeah, if anyone else here is able to assist with that question, very much appreciated. Okay, so um, now we'll do the shift thing. So that's veteran. Mine is veteran, that's champion. I'm just gonna take it. It has mastery, but I'm gonna take it. Mine already has mastery too. Okay, and then I could sell that. And then that is champion. Whoa, it's the same, but mine is one item, one upgrade item higher.
My directive is to serve you.
Oh, oh, did you see what I just did? It's in there somewhere. Oh my, I'll start from the far back and go that way. I put it in here somewhere, you guys. I can't. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, got it. I like never touched that bank. Never. Like, I don't even know what's all in there. Okay.
My directive has been fulfilled.
I can't believe she's item level 645. So I haven't really done much on her, actually. Furrow says I've never made an evoker. Why am I checking the mail? So Jesse's only working 3 hours today. Kyle's working the full or whatever. Jesse's off work at 12:45. Kyle's off work at 1. Perfect. I can go pick up Jesse, except there's a good chance I'll probably end up waiting for her, so maybe I'll end up going to pick up Kyle first and then her. I don't know. I only have one thing on my favorites. Okay, I'm gonna sell that. I got this stuff here. I can't do a bid? You can't do bid? Okay. And I have 2 of those. I can do that. 99 bid, 199 buyout. Good enough. I got 4 of those. What is that? Season 1? No, we're gonna sell that too. What is that? Dilated time capsule. Oh, by the way, oh, I have a question about. I have to find it though in my bag. Where is it? It's not here anymore? I'm pretty sure I had a thing where I could turn it in for a piece of gear. That's a helmet enchant. That's weird. I don't know what that's for. Dilated time capsule. Plant the seed. I know what those are for. Well, okay, it's gone. It's gone. I had something in my bag where you could like turn it in for a piece of gear somewhere, and I don't know where it went. Whatever. It's gone.
My directive has been
Burrow says showing some Twitch love. Thank you. This is what happens when I go outside. Rude. I wonder what kind of
I have many wares.
gone.
Good fortune to our friends.
Crafted. What kind of crafted pieces can I make? I have Enchanted Rune Harbinger 606 to 619. I have all these sparks. I don't even know which is this season. I think it's the orange ones because that thing's orange. Dude, I got 7 of these. Let's make these. I can make these while I'm on my mount? It's not taking me off my mount. Okay, that's those ones. Okay, yeah. I've got 4. 5. I've got 5 of these now. And I don't have any gilded. Oh, never mind. I can't make anything anyway. Okay. Let's get out of here before people use my thing. Okay, nobody has responded to me to do Mythic Zeros. I'm going to, I think I'm just going to start. Not there, over here. This girl does this stuff. No orders, okay. Kind of worried. Do I even have a key? No, she's not going to have a key. What kind of question is that? Okay. I will go grab one. But I don't think I want to do any plus keys. Because what have I done? That says it all, folks. I'm not planning on killing myself, drowning myself today.
Necromancy? Not even once.
Thank the Titans you are here. The Storm Perch has been breached, and the Storm Riders corrupted.
Frontal. Frontal. Frontal.
What is that orb? It's radiating dark energy, and it's affecting the Storm Rocks.
I just realized that smoky that I'm eating. It's cheese. Smoky. Mother trucker. I'm lactose intolerant.
It's too far away.
Okay, so for those of you who know, hey, buddy's pinging. He's like, get over here, do this. Okay, for those of that you that know, in order to do the parasol skip, um, this is the one that I have to kill, right? This one, and then I should be good with for percent. I know that there's no percent in the follower dungeons. I'm just trying to practice this a little bit. I wonder. Oh, sorry, Furrow says I'll be at least 1 hour though, and that's if I can stop puking. No worries. Wait for these guys to come over. I wonder how many mobs I can pull before I die. Maybe I'll just do this side.
The title, the glory, it should have been mine, Pilgrim. You'll never deserve
Am I not pressing the buttons? Oh, the mob is... I'm
Defensive.
not targeting on something right there. Hold on, peoples, you're dying.
Defensive.
I'm by myself. Nobody can get mad at me.
Defensive.
This is what I
Defensive.
mean when I say there's not really any challenge in these. It's not a good indicator. What is going on? Why can't... Oh, I am pressing the button. Oh, of course I just said that. Now I'm gonna die.
Defensive. Defensive.
I feel like these follower dungeons should be more realistic. You know what I mean? Yeah, okay, my group died. I need a target. Like this, like I said, this is not and really indication of actually getting practice. Gotta go loot over there. Excuse me, they're all dead now.
I'm out of range.
Where's your body? Oh, it's over there. I'm down. A little help. Number 6. I don't know. We'll see if I can, if I still have energy to. No, I don't. Okay. Now let's see what happens. What's that
Watch
guy
your
doing?
step.
Did he just res?
Watch your step.
There we go. Res the healer.
Watch your step.
Hey Jer. Hey there, good afternoon. Just got through eating some lunch and I see that you're having some blood fun. I am. How was lunch? What'd you eat for lunch?
Watch your step.
Okay, now I'm assuming the healer's gonna res this other buddy. Where's... Oh, yes. How was your morning, Jer? Don't touch the balls. I don't even know what the deal is. What happens if you do touch the balls? I wonder.
On my own.
I wonder how many mobs I'd have to pull in order to kill myself and the group.
Pulling in.
Maybe
Pulling
that's
in.
why some tanks just pull so many. Maybe they get practice in the follower dungeon.
Pulling in.
Sopitas. What is that? I don't know, but anytime someone else makes food, it's always that much better. You see how many mobs I'm pulling? You slept in a bit? Nice. Did you sleep till 10? I can see him through the wall. And look, those guys kind of run a little bit slow.
Pulling in.
By the way, I'm in Discord if you want to come chat there. Where are you going? Watching that guy jump backwards over there.
Pulling
The
in.
sopitas my wife makes is kind of considered a child snack. It's a variant of
Pulling
the
in.
soup kind, but instead of soup, it's just noodles simmered in tomato sauce. For real? Like for real, real. What kind of noodles? Because I have something to say. But we like it. I slept till near 10:45. Dude. I'm jealous. So I'm asking what kind of noodles because I um I love making hello. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Okay, good. I have to ask what kind of noodles because I make myself
Target you.
like all the time. I make
Watch way.
vermicelli noodles in tomato sauce. I eat that a lot.
Pulling in.
You can
Right.
use any kind, but since it's modeled after the kid snack, it's usually like elbow mac kind of noodles.
Okay.
But you can
Like
use
pasta
whatever. We've
pasta
used,
noodles.
yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's cooked in such a way that the sauce pretty much cooks into the noodles, so you don't really have sauce necessarily with the noodles. It's really super super light, like almost like oil light.
Yeah.
And most of the sauce is actually the noodles change color to like a reddish brown tint from the way it's cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's considered a child's
Well, the I think
snack?
I'm not Hispanic myself, so I don't know I might be mistalking a little bit, but I believe it's like normally like a soup when they say it, but for like her family and stuff, the kids, they didn't get into
Dodge.
soups as much, so they do like, and I don't know if it's more common besides just her family, but they would cook it, it's kind of like eating noodles with some flavoring, so that's why it's considered a kid snack because
Yeah.
it's simple and you can make it for a bunch of kids and they
Mhm.
most all of them like it, you know.
Shoot, I was gonna try the parasail jump.
But I don't know like officially like what the real answer for what sopitas is supposed to be is, other than I think it's a soup if I remember them explaining it to me correctly.
Mm,
Maybe someone on stream might know. I don't know.
yeah.
It's hard because like um, my wife is a little bit of a mischievous person, so when I ask her to explain stuff to me and she tells me things, sometimes it's to get me in trouble with the rest of the family. so,
Defensive.
so I don't I don't let her teach me Spanish anymore because she had me tell grandma some words and they were not good words apparently.
Oh no.
I'm not
Um,
sure what they were, but she got a kick out of me telling grandma things.
one time in stream, someone said, "Can you please say hi to my friend blah blah blah?" And
Oh no.
apparently I told this guy that he had a pretty dick,
Oh no.
a pretty penis.
Did he
Dodge.
at least say thank you?
My friend Ray was like, he was just killing himself laughing. I don't even remember if he said thank you or not, but Ray was um listening and he just killing himself laughing. And then he's the one that told me what I said. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna say happy birthday to anyone anymore. I'm not gonna do shout out to anyone anymore. Yeah. But you see what I mean? Like these are not really a good spot to be like practicing.
Yeah, not really. I mean, the best thing you can kind of get out of it is just maybe figuring out what you can run by if you don't want to pull
Dodge.
things or whatever.
Yeah.
But people will be like, "Oh, go practice in zeros." I'm like, that's not how it works.
That's what I'm thinking about doing next, actually.
Practice in zeros.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's still good to kind of learn rotation and stuff, maybe, because if you can pull big enough to where it's challenging for you in a zero,
Dodge.
then at least
Yeah.
you can maybe learn about cooldowns and
Yeah.
maybe get. But it won't be like accurate to how you do the dungeon later,
Yeah.
as far as the route goes. But like I said, I get some benefit out of it. I did healing and zeros a little bit,
Defensive.
and it was tough for me because I'm not healing minded.
Yeah.
Dodge. Defensive.
Are you busy or do you want to come play in some zeros?
Um, I can see if I have someone who can do a zero. I probably would be more comfy on a DPS if that's all right.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm just sniffling.
Dodge.
Come on, mage dude.
Oh,
Do your stuff. Kill him. Oh, 30 seconds on battle res.
Dodge.
my son's listening on my side of the conversation. He's like, "Oh, so you're doing zeros?"
Uh, does he do zeros?
He does, but
Does he want to
it'd probably
join?
he Is that okay? Because it might be a little bit more challenging.
I don't know. I'm gonna make it challenging enough as it is.
He won't be on stream or anything like or in Discord, so it'll be fine. But
Yeah, that's
as
fine.
far as I have headphones on.
Yeah.
Um, okay, let me see if I can.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll finish this fight. I totally
Oh yeah.
forgot. I still got to do the last boss here. Oh, I gotta
The funny thing is,
focus
this
that.
boss, he looks like he's super scary, but you can like walk up right next to him. He doesn't aggro like almost hardly at all. Like you can like step on that little ledge next to on his side. I haven't tried the
Thanks.
front, but on the side, I stand on that ledge and he doesn't even see me.
Yeah, I'll probably fall if I stand there.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't fall off. But his hitbox is so big that if you have anything in that little area between the ledge and the tracks, that'll aggro him if it's doing damage.
Yeah.
Sorry if you know all that stuff.
No, I don't. I'm on my way out. Is your son gonna rage on me for being a bad tank?
No, not at all. Now he is very direct. It's a trait of his, but he won't. He's never like malicious. It's just he's very black and white. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
Or, there's no gray area in his world.
Look at me, all worried about being yelled at by a kid.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Do you know if evoker healers are okay? Are good? Uh, yes, we'll invite you in a second, buddy. Don't worry. Are you on your paladin? Okay, okay. I don't know offhand. I mean, my wife has healed on her evoker and it's gone pretty well, but like I said, I mean, it's zero, so it doesn't, it's not super challenging.
Yeah.
So it'd probably be fine. Unless you're talking about in general. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Dory was asking because she's thinking about making a healer evoker.
I think it's challenging because, when you're, especially if you pug, I don't know if she pugs. Dory is she? I probably shouldn't assume.
Yeah.
Um, um, because the range for evokers is like what 30 yards for healer, I think, 25 for DPS, 30 for healer, something like that. So all the troubles that you find as a healer with a longer range are a little bit more amplified with an evoker if people are like spread out. But it could be. I think it's pretty fun to play from what I've heard, at least what people have told me. I have never tried it.
Hmm. I don't know if Dory's still here. What do people would do with chickens when they have chickens? What do they do with them in the winter?
In the winter?
Do they bring them inside?
Well, I mean, they usually have like coops and stuff. I'd have to ask. Well, I can't ask my grandpa anymore. Never mind. Because he had chickens all the time.
Mm.
Um, our chickens we kept like, but they were not like regular chickens. They were like pets. So actually, I had like a heated coop for them. So I don't know if that's common or if that's just what I did.
Okay. Because Colby's all in this. He was gonna make eggs this morning, and it was funny. He had this whole conversation with Jamie. By the way, I'm assuming you're gonna invite me and your son. We're just
Yeah,
doing
I'll
zero.
do that. Give me a second. I'll get both of y'all in.
Yeah, no
I was, I
rush.
was I was explaining to him because he invited me. I'm like, well, let us handle the invites, buddy, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Okay.
So let me do that. So, all right. We haven't decided what dungeon we're doing. It won't be Rookery probably because she just did that,
Oh yeah,
and I think it's
I'm fine with Rookery.
well,
Does he
there's
have
like a
a
weekly
preference?
lockout on it. I think for stuff.
Oh no,
For
I did the follower dungeon. I didn't do a zero.
oh, I thought you were doing a zero.
Yeah, that was a follower dungeon. That's why I was pulling crazy. And the followers kept dying. And I got mana food now. Not that I really need it, but
Now here's a question. I still have a lot of anxiety picking groups. Do you mind if I let you handle
Oh,
getting the
yeah,
rest,
I
or
could do that.
all right, let me make you.
Absolutely.
Uh, so hopefully, did that work?
I think so. I'm able
Yep. Okay.
to.
Usually it tells me in chat that it switched, but it didn't that time. Oh, there it goes. It was just being a little slow. And sorry for the weird responses via uh, YouTube. It's like I think I'm like on a 30-second delay. It seems like
Oh, I'm not worried.
so. I was like, that's why when we were looking at Rio last night, I was like watching your thing, and I was like, no, go down for. I was like, wait, it's like a 30-second delay. She's probably already there. Do you cook a lot, or does your daughter do most of it, or?
Well, when the kids were younger, um, my ex and I would, well, whoever, whatever, right? There was no
Uh-huh.
real like set days or anything. But when we did cook, we would make enough to last for like 2 or 3 days. So we didn't
Yeah.
cook like every day or anything. But yeah, we would take turns, like make a huge like spaghetti or like pasta thing or whatever. Um, but I'm not a fan of cooking. I'm definitely a fan of eating, though.
I'm in that boat. I'm not. Well, I don't mind cooking. I'm just not good at it. So, um, I'm always a fan of eating, though. So,
Yeah. Hi, Damien. Yeah, if I could totally afford to, I'd go eat out all the time or order in. I actually don't have. I do have I think it's an Uber Eats or DoorDash account, but
mhm.
no, Uber Eats, because I was delivering for them for a little bit, right? So I do
Oh,
have an
okay.
account, but I've never ordered anything. Okay, we got
Yes, buddy. We're
Lost.
already going inside. I am.
Oh,
He was asking me if we were inside or
is
not. I
it
was
on
like,
Mythic? Hold on, I didn't even check. It's on Heroic. You're gonna have to come back out. Sorry.
oh, come back out. That's fine. It was probably my fault when I made the group. Like I said, I don't. These are alts, so I don't really do a lot on them. So it probably was
Oh,
just
no, I think I might have been doing Heroic at one point.
okay. But you can go back in
Uh,
now. She had it on heroic. It was probably my fault.
Hi, Damien. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I would totally eat out all the time. Unless that's why Isaac says he's gonna be my husband and just come and cook for me.
Good. That's a good deal.
Except I'm not a goth girl anymore. He likes goth girls. I do
Well,
color my
that's
hair
easy to
dark.
change if you want. I mean, you know.
I do color my hair dark, but I used to wear like all black and stuff, but I don't know. I'm a little old for that now. I'm a lot old for that now. Just take the last person here. I did put in the title Super Scrub Tank.
I'm not in. I'm playing on DPS.
You're a dork.
I had a fairly tenacious peace pact with the Goths in school, so we were both exiled groups, so we were friends.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I totally kind of giggled a little bit as if I heard what you said, but I heard nothing.
I was saying that the Goth groups in school, the Goth groups and me were friends. We had a peace pact
Oh,
because we were
nice.
both exiled groups within
Oh,
school.
yeah.
So I was not Goth, but I definitely hung out with Goth
Yeah.
folks in our
Hold on.
group. Oh,
Sorry. Hold on one second. Come in. Uh-oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah.
then there's that sidewalk thing.
Hmm.
I would put the wall of where they can't get past there, like put like a temporary fence there, so they can't get across.
Yeah.
So the dogs can't see
Sure.
them when they're outside.
Oh, they'll still hear them, but yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like trust me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Dogs will try to get in if they see them, right? So I was gonna make it from that thing backwards and see how much area that is. Like go measure it out, figure out how many chickens can comfortably live in that. These things are so cheap. They're so cheap to take care of.
Yeah.
A huge thing of feed, like laying feed, $25.
Yeah, but you got to get like hay and all that
You
stuff
don't
or
even need the
whatever.
hay. That's what I'm saying. You just need a chicken coop, places where they can lay it. If you're gonna have them through the winter, make sure the chicken coop can be heated.
Yeah.
And fucking water source.
Yeah.
You just gotta go out and like, say hi to them every once in a while. Like,
Pet them a little bit.
they like it when you're nice to them, especially this breed. This breed that I'm looking up right now, the ISA Browns, they're extremely friendly and extremely intelligent.
Yeah.
Like they've got like Fearless's level of intelligence. So you can like train them to do stuff and shit if you wanted to. They could be like, there's some people who just raise ISA Browns as pets.
Yeah.
But like they're the best egg layers in all of the chickens. You'll get 30 eggs a week out of 5 of them.
Hmm.
30 eggs a week.
That's a lot.
At that point,
You
we'll
can
have
sell
so many
them.
eggs we could sell some.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just
I forgot Buddy's not here.
making it so they have shelter from the fucking wind and rain, and that's it.
Yeah.
And then Jamie was like, had the same question, what would you do in the winter? I'm like, slaughter them. You know what I mean? Or I could just insulate the chicken coop and keep it heated and have eggs through the winter too.
5,
Insulating a chicken
4,
coop isn't hard.
3,
I've
2,
made like 60 chicken
1.
coops in my life. I grew up on farms, right? Like,
Yeah.
something productive.
Yeah.
So it's like, what the heck? So I'm just like looking into it now, measuring out some stuff. Like, would you be okay? Like,
Frontal.
would you be okay if there was chickens at that time?
I think that'd be fine.
It's like getting chickens willy-nilly, building shit without asking for shit. 'Cause it's all gonna get pared down anyway.
Hmm.
Frontal.
We don't live here anymore. They're gonna fucking.
Yeah. I'm not going to be able to get aggro back on any of these now.
Okay. It's hard once you die to get it all back.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, sorry, I'll leave you. I didn't realize you were in a tunnel.
Frontal.
No,
The
it's
chickens
okay.
themselves for 5 chickens is only $130, and those are like they lay
Yeah.
today. You know what I mean? Like you could get those chicks and gamble if they're a rooster or a chicken.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just get them when they.
Frontal.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to raise them from when they're young for them to be like, oh, papa, like it's you were there to like, Just don't let Jamie in.
Buddy, just go ahead and die, so we'll reset the fight once everyone dies.
Yeah. Okay.
Frontal.
Yeah, they do want to chase after you. They're scared. They know you're a danger.
Can I still queue it up and get someone else?
Yeah. Until you kill a boss, it's usually okay, because once you kill a boss, it kind of locks that loot out for the rest of the group.
Okay.
Potentially, I think. I don't know if it does that now. It used to. I don't know if it still does. I shouldn't.
This might only last one dungeon.
That's fine. It's fun.
I think I did okay with avoiding the warps though.
No, you did. The healer did not. I didn't know if they knew, so I just kind of was like mentioning it so they'd know it was there without saying, "Hey, you didn't dodge them."
Okay.
Like, if you're new to zeros, they may not know all the mechanics and stuff. So.
Let's see, there's someone in there. Whisper. Not a 13.
My son and I were in here trying to do a +2, I think, or maybe it was 0. It was a 0, just us two. But the last boss was just a little too much with the pillars and stuff because you can't get them all.
Do you think that the 3 of us would be able to get?
No, that's we actually found that out because a friend of mine offered to come help be a third, right? And the problem that happened was some of the pillars spawn out of melee range of the boss. So with 3 people, the tank has to go. The tank has to go out of melee range, and it causes the boss to murder people.
They went
Did the other
offline, so
person
I
want to leave?
just they went offline, so I just kicked them.
Gotcha. I saw the other healer, so I thought maybe they were wanting to switch, but they went offline, so I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't realize that was a healer. That person's on my battle net. Let's see who this is.
Do they know that we're gonna be kind of scrubbing it a little bit? We're all like alts and stuff.
That's Helian Lux. Hopefully.
And I'll warn you, I'm not a good DPS. Like I literally pretty much play just paladin tank, so I will probably not be super great.
That's okay. I mean, the big note is that I'm gonna be terrible.
I'd say you were doing pretty good. I think it's just trying to figure out like how to manage the cooldowns for the pulls and stuff. You
I
know,
don't think so.
I mean, you survived for quite a little bit there before you
Yeah.
went.
Yeah. As soon as I noticed 2 people were dead, I was like, oh no.
Yeah, but the one of them got hit by the first one to die got hit by the orbs, and it was the healer.
Thanks for the stew, by the way.
Oh, she said, "Thank you for the stew, buddy." He said, "You're welcome."
I'm not inviting that 682 guy, by the way. I'm not.
If you want, I could poke somebody that I know, but I wouldn't necessarily bring him into Discord because he's a nice guy, but he can get a little competitive,
Oh,
for lack of a better
maybe
word.
it might be best not to.
Yeah. No, I mean he's not mean or anything like that. He's actually more self. Is it deprecating? What's the term? Self. You know what I mean? Like more on himself than anything.
Yeah.
But he's really friendly. But like I said, he just kind of takes things a little hard on himself. He's self-competitive, for lack of a better word.
Oh, like
But no. Well,
tries to
if
be the
like I
best
said,
that he be all you can be.
well, it's just more like he aspires for things, and when sometimes he makes a mistake, he takes it. It kind of spirals a little bit for him. I think, like it just he really takes it hard.
Well, I'm kind of like that.
Yeah, but you're very laid back about how you approach it, at least on stream. He'll vocalize it when he gets like really mad with himself. That's why I don't normally mix. I don't offer to bring folks that because like I said, they're all really nice folks. It's just personalities sometimes don't always mix with different different group settings.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Probably not.
How bad could he do in his zero?
new follower.
Oh, he would probably do good.
Oh yeah.
Do you mean to ask him and see?
Sure. Possum in a box. Hello, new follower. I saw your listing currently in a key, but if you have a slot open, I can do a couple. I don't know if we just started this and I wrecked it real bad. And 2 people left already.
I sent him a whisper just to see. I'll see if he answers back in a minute, and if not,
Okay.
I said I really enjoy. He's fun to play with for me. It's just like I said, sometimes on the more competitive stuff, like we were trying to get him some, like his last two 12s or 13s, I can't remember which, and we were just having a rough night, and it wasn't all like stuff he could control, but he felt bad.
Um, yeah. No, I get it. Possum says it's just a game. Yeah. I don't know, but I put like in the title it says Super Scrub Tank, and immediately someone left, and then the other healer just went offline. That's what I need, I think, is patience from other people. Because I used to tank and I used to do not too bad. I was never that great. This person's queuing up for the 3rd time, and I've already whispered him saying this is not a 13. And then they just can't, like, oh shit, that's the not 13 one. Possum
Uh,
says, keep up your bone shielding.
he said he could come if you want, if you're okay with it.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
All right, I'll suggest the invite once he gets on his tune.
You mean Bone Storm? Do some blood boils. Yeah, I got those. Slappy hands to bring everyone in. Yes, I did do that on there. Then send it. I know it sounds so easy. And I watch Metro do it, and I watch Crafty do it, and I do not have confidence at all in myself. Oh, you said he is coming, right? So I'm gonna delist.
Yes,
Okay.
he is coming. He's like, can I go pee though? I was like, sure, you
Yeah.
can go pee.
Okay. Just the less people I have that can get mad at me, the better.
Yeah, no, he won't get mad at you. He, like I said, he's a really friendly person. It's just more of a self competitive thing.
Yeah.
I worry more on that end more for since you're on stream. That's why, like but like I said, this is a 0, so it shouldn't be a like, when I say competitive, he's more like in the 12s range, right? So
Yeah.
that's where. But
I'm so nervous.
I'll be nervous. It'd be fine. If things go crazy and terrible, it doesn't matter. That's all you got to
Okay.
tell yourself. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
I'll be more of a scrub than anybody probably in the group.
You're always trying to save me.
Well, I just want you to understand that I think you do better than you think you do.
Sometimes I do. That's probably, I think that's why I tanked as long as I did before.
Mhm.
But then sometimes I just like, I do so bad. I'm like, "Ugh, I should quit the game. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I don't even know why I'm trying.
It feels that way sometimes. I mean, I've had that too. Some seasons where I was actually working on the portal stuff, and I was like so close in a couple of the dungeons, I could just never get it, and I started to kind of like doubt myself a lot,
Mm,
and whether or not I wanted to keep going because it got so frustrating. Because I was making mistakes. It wasn't like I could see the mistakes I was making, so
hmm.
I was kind of blaming myself. Sorry, he'll let me know when he's back.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to make you wait. Let's see.
It's actually funny because I probably would feel less stressed if it was just all pugs. Does
Oh
that make
yeah,
sense? Because then I don't have to worry about, like, sure, people are gonna yell at me, people are gonna say bad stuff, but then I'll be like, whatever.
nah,
I don't
no
have
one
to
will
face
yell
them
at you.
tomorrow.
And the thing is, treat it like pugs, because like I said, just won't get the guy in Discord, so it'll be like a pug, right? They know me, but they don't know you, so
Yeah.
it's don't worry about it. And if someone like I said, you already know the other person, the I don't know if it's the person healing,
Yeah,
so
he's like a super high. He does high stuff.
he'll keep everybody alive.
He's
And if he doesn't, he won't mind. He knows that he can't save everybody from everything if they stand on stuff.
he does tanking too.
I mean, the guy we're inviting, his two name is Majojojo. He's not super serious.
That's cool.
Or that's his, I guess his BattleNet thingy or whatever. But yeah, if it hopefully it didn't have to pee for a very long time.
How far is the washroom?
Well, in my old house, it was outside, so that would have in the old days taken me a while.
Yeah. But still, like in the time that he's been gone, would you have been back? But if
No,
it's
but not because of the
outside,
same reasons.
if it's outside though, wouldn't you just pee on a
Oh,
tree?
was he peeing or was he taking his dog out to pee?
Oh,
Let me see. Which that only takes a few minutes. Like he lets him out the house if that's the case. But
mm.
um, he had me confused for a while because he kept talking about how he had to take care of his old man, and I'm like, eventually I'm like, so you take care of your father? He's like, oh no, I just call my dog. He acts like an old man,
Oh,
so I call my dog my old man.
that's funny.
So the whole time I thought he was like telling me these weird stories about his dad that. All right, I'll suggest he said got back. Uh, he is Horde, so you'll feel right at home.
Okay, good.
Um, I'll let him know it's Rookery.
You're gonna let him know it's
Um,
super scrub, right?
I already told him that you were pretty fresh as a tank. I don't know if that's true. I was just trying to
Close enough,
set
yeah.
I think I said brand new to start with. I'm like, oh wait, I'm probably not brand new, but fresh. Because you're not
Yeah.
brand new. But I was, I said I was just trying to set an expectation so you didn't have to worry.
Close enough to
If that makes
consider
sense.
brand new.
But he's pretty lighthearted about that. If we died all in that zero, him. He's the one that helped me and my son try to do that zero. Oh, I should probably rebuff now that everybody's here.
I'm just gonna do one side first and then go to the other side, I think. See, that's what I was saying like earlier. Like it makes no sense to do the whatchamacallit, the follower things because if I was doing a follower thing, I totally could pull all of these and not die.
And a zero, it starts ramping up a little bit more.
Yeah, I feel like follower dungeons is lower than normal.
Frontal.
What's your
Yep, they're a trap, buddy. That's right. You got to dodge those balls.
Oh, did he get hit by them?
No, he's telling me that they
Frontal.
were a trap. He had to dodge them.
Oh.
He narrates a lot of stuff for us. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So if I need to mute, though, let me know, and because I don't want to distract you too
I
much.
can't hear him.
Well, for me talking, like, because you might think I'm talking to you versus
Oh no, it's okay.
he's so into this stuff, so I like to you know interact with him on it.
That's good.
Oh yeah, he's definitely okay in a 0.
Okay, which one should I be targeted on?
You mean on which of the mobs?
Yeah, the lightning bolt guys.
Yeah, I usually do that, unless you think you can't keep aggro on somebody, like, because a lot of people will
Defensive.
focus the big guy, and that can sometimes, if you're with really high DPS, they can pull with if you don't. But I usually target the casters so I can interrupt them or yank them as a DK or whatever
Yeah.
I need to do to keep them.
Frontal.
Sorry, I didn't mean to turn this into a training session.
No. I mean, and if I over say stuff, because like I said, you know a lot too. So if I ever
Defensive.
overstep and tell you things you already know, be like, hey, I know that.
Frontal.
I do have a hard time separating because at work I mentor a lot of people that are new programmers.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard to not come across when you do that all the time with other people as you're like you're trying to teach them when they already know
Defensive.
stuff. So I have to be very careful and cognizant of not over explaining. Oh.
Okay, that's not a caster guy.
The rook tenders are casters, but they don't cast super often. Like they do like one. They're basically like your single interrupt can handle them, but the other ones, the thunderers, I think they're called, they cast like a lot, and they tend to be the more dangerous, I think.
Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's all right. No, I think you're okay. Let me see if I can get some in here.
I
Let me
did
get
my
over here.
slappy hands thing.
See if I can stop the casts. Okay, good. Oh, he got it. Yeah, you got it actually. You did the slappy hands. That's right.
Yeah. I did slappy hands and then I pulled.
Oh, one of the guys I run with, he's now this other guy, I'm not the one that's in our group. He's like really competitive, like
Yeah.
super competitive, and he'll make comments during runs that are. I don't think he actually means to direct them towards people, but it sounds like it.
Yeah.
Let me make sure. And I had him in like a +2 alt run. And he's always making comments about routes and stuff, and so I was on my blood DK, and I thought, well, it's a +2. This guy's always, wanting perfect runs, but let's have a little fun. So I was at the part towards the end where you have the mines,
Okay,
like
yeah.
going up to the last boss. I aggroed a bunch, and then I slappy hands them all right on top of the melee group, just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
We were all friends, so it's.
Yeah. Did he say anything?
He's like, what? He started like, what happened? And I'm sitting there dying laughing. He was a good sport about it. I wasn't doing it to be malicious. I was, I said it was a 2 and we were friends, but.
Defensive.
But yeah, it surprised him. Everyone died except for, well, all the melee died, not everybody. But it was pretty funny. And the few that I didn't slappy hands, because sometimes it misses, I manually yanked in with death grip just for extra bonus.
Yeah.
Defensive.
Incoming.
I will have slappy hands for the next one.
Frontal.
I love slappy hands.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of feel like Shadowlands, despite some of the stuff I didn't like about it, was one of the best expansions for new abilities for like slappy
Defensive.
hands came from it.
Defensive.
What else? Oh, the Paladin Divine Toll thing was amazing for me.
What's divine toll?
You know how like the paladins in Priori, after when you go up the stairs after the first boss, they start killing everybody with AoE.
Hmm.
It's they call it Sacred Toll. They send basically shields out to like 5 different targets or whatever, and they ricochet. It does a lot of damage.
Okay.
That's what paladins got. Pro paladins got. I guess all paladins. Um, in Shadowlands, it just basically sends your paladin shield out to 5 different targets.
Yeah.
Interrupts. Does a lot of threat. So sometimes if I'm like, if you're like, why is he waiting to pull something? I might have like a few seconds left on the cooldown and waiting for it to come up so I can use it to snatch everything.
Okay.
It's like a probably a weaker version of Slappy Hands in a way, but also it interrupts, so it has other benefits.
Okay.
But it's the same idea, right? It's supposed to get all the enemies to come to you, just in a
Yeah.
different way.
Okay.
Watch your step.
Yep, that's right, buddy. You remember.
Watch
Moving
your
out,
step.
and then we dodge. We went over this. We learned the dance. So I was teaching him to move out and then dodge for this
Watch your
boss. So
Yeah.
he's reminding me of the steps. Looks like we're going left.
I think it's good if we actually just stack together and run together. So
Yep.
we're getting
Sometimes a little bit when the
behind.
beam gets close, but yeah. There we go.
Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
Get out of the. Remember, get to one of the safe places, buddy. Over here. There you go. Go right. You get slow, buddy. You can use Blessing of Freedom to move yourself faster. Oh, score.
Uh-oh.
He stood in the beam.
I was gonna try to stack with him, but then he didn't move.
Watch your step.
You want to battle res him for us? Thank you.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Dodging.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
This guy's got a really small hitbox when you're standing with right in front of him.
Yep.
My character's like too far away. Like I'm almost
Pretty
touching
well.
him.
Yeah. It's weird, like how the different hitboxes are different for each of the bosses. Sometimes, like
Watch your
they're
step.
drastically different from each other. Sometimes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I have Wind Rush Totem. I can make us run fast. I
Watch
have
your
utility
step,
that I should be
buddy.
using. Make sure to loot them, because it is Mythic 0. I always forget.
Yeah. I think I'm mislooting the beginning mobs.
Oh, I did too, honestly. I remember the boss, but not the mobs. I gotta slow boat it now. I'm not on my pally. My pally, I can just jump down to the bottom.
Thought I'd have to fight Gorin on my own.
Anyone want the staff?
There you are. So, buddy, we're gonna run around these if you haven't already. We're just gonna sneak past them, okay? Interrupt that guy for you.
Pulling in.
Bobby. You got him? Okay, good.
Pulling in.
He's not doing too bad. I think you're doing good.
I mean, we're going slow enough, I think.
I think that's good though, because it'll help you kind of get a feel for when you feel in danger, and you'll know if you later on if you can pull more later. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So is it better for me to be targeted on the crusher or the diffuser?
Pulling in.
So I like to do the diffuser here because when I'm doing higher stuff, I like to pull what's left over to the next group to save time. But in this, it doesn't matter. The only nice thing about getting the crushers is if you're like me and I have trouble switching targets, I have trouble with it. I sometimes will like target them so I can stun them so they don't jump around or whatever.
Yeah.
But I usually stay on the diffuser for most of it
Okay.
because there's no casters in this pool. So, and the diffuser has the most health. So
Okay.
if you're doing the non-skip route, I grab that. You don't need it here because we're doing 0, but that little dude sleeping in the corner down there,
Mhm.
you want him for percent usually, the way for the stuff that we've skipped so far, kind of deal, like run around. But if you like, we're not doing the parasol skip.
Oh, okay. So I did not
Um,
grab the bird at the beginning though.
Right, and we wouldn't do it here anyway, right? Because this is we don't have
Yeah.
to get percentage and all that. But yeah, and if you don't like the bird at the beginning, there are other ways to do the parasol skip. That's just the most common way people do it.
Okay.
Because it's you pull it in, everyone's got hero, so it's just easy to do it there if you can survive it. The other way people do the parasol skip is that trash we just skipped after the first boss, so we ran around.
Mhm.
Instead of that bird at the beginning, they might pull one of those packs, but that's a little slower because it's an extra pull that you wouldn't normally do anyway. Trying to remind myself to loot these things. I keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Pulling
And
in.
then the next time I go into a plus key on my
Pulling in.
priest, I'm gonna be trying to loot everything.
Yeah, that's exactly how it works for me. I do envy DKs on this because you have the thing that lets you not get sucked around by the sucky do. You can like just
Pulling in.
stand still. Is it Death Advance or something? I forget. It's really fun.
Oh. Yeah, see, I don't know when all good times to use it is.
The best time I can think of this season is that the
Pulling in.
candle dungeon. What's it called?
Oh,
Dark Flame Cleft.
Flame, yeah.
That candle boss where everyone lights the candles, and runs around,
Mhm.
does a knockback. You can use that to just not. I mean, you can actually avoid the knockback on every tank, but I like to use it there just because, again, it helps with not getting knocked back, so it feels fun to me. But if you ever play a different tank on that boss, you can actually avoid the knockback by standing dead center of the boss during that attack.
Oh.
But it's not advisable to stand there the whole time because when he does the tornadoes to blow out the candles, you can get murdered by standing there at that time.
Oh.
Too much information, let me know.
No, I
Which
think
way?
I learn better if I'm in that dungeon,
The dungeon?
doing
Yeah.
the things.
Pulling in.
Target
Run.
Oh wait, don't accept
Oh,
that yet.
Yep. Oh, I got it again. All right, let me pop a
Okay,
cooldown
should be
here.
good now to accept. Oh, he did accept it.
Okay.
Which way?
Do we have hero? We don't have hero for a little bit. Watch out for the beams, buddy. Here they come. I haven't had it yet, so I'll get it from whoever has it. I'm gonna pass it over to this person. and then I'm going to get out of the way.
Pulling in. Run.
Nope.
Am I okay in the corner, or should I?
You're okay. On longer, harder versions, you probably want to see if there's places you kind of want to plan to be that are more open later. But for
Like
right now,
way
I think we're
away
fine.
from the stuff.
Because you don't want to get trapped by a circle, basically.
Yeah. Maybe I'll go into the center
Target you.
after this.
Yeah. Well, usually when he jumps is when I replace
Which
him
way?
somewhere else.
Okay.
See how like where the guy was standing, it kind of like made the circle happen in a bad spot.
Run.
Oh, there's the sucky do.
Okay, I'll try to see if I can move him back here now.
Watch wave.
All right, I got it. So I'm gonna stand on this person. Moving out of the way. And hopefully, I don't know your friend very well, but they know that if I ever say something that sounds a little too direct, I'm super sorry. I don't mean it. I'm just like bad at multitasking.
Don't worry about that.
Okay, I've got the thing, so I'm gonna bring it over to you.
Watch wave. Target you.
Oh, that was bad. I ran right into the thing. Gotta be careful.
I can't believe I didn't get hit by one. Because I was way too close to that.
On the bright side, if you do it, you probably wouldn't even notice it.
Doesn't it stun you?
No, it doesn't. I don't think so. I just killed. Honestly, I don't think it does. But I'm not 100% sure now that you say that.
You would know. You haven't been hit by it in forever.
I've been hit by it. That's why I'm like, I'm kind of thinking it doesn't do it. But now, since you asked me, I'm not 100% sure anymore.
I know how that goes.
Dodge.
Watch orb.
There's them orbs. I feel like I should put my Bone Storm on a macro or somewhere else.
Dodge.
Watch orb.
You have a good idea when you want to use it usually.
Well, it's got a long cooldown. Like it's right now, there's 42 seconds left on it.
Yeah.
So, I think pretty much when it's available.
So, if you don't mind some advice on that, is that okay? Or I don't want to.
Oh, of course.
So, Dancing Rune Weapon has a very cool interaction with Bone Storm. In that, Dancing Rune Weapon, the cooldown comes back faster the more Bone Shield charges you eat. And Bone Storm eats shield charges. So, usually it's good to make sure you use Dancing Rune Weapon to get it on cooldown. And then you can use Bone Storm to lower the cooldown of Dancing Rune Weapon once, so sometime after you use Dancing Rune Weapon, you want to use it to kind of get you a faster Dancing Rune Weapon the next time, if that makes sense.
Okay. Now, can you say that again?
Yeah,
Not that I wasn't listening, but just so my head's wrapping around it.
Yeah. So Dancing Rune Weapon's like your big defensive that you want up as much as possible. The one that has
On
the swords that
cooldown.
fight for you, right?
Okay.
Pretty much on cooldown, right? Yeah, I mean, maybe not the end of a pack if you're about to go into another one or something, but you almost always want to have Dancing Rune Weapon up whenever it's up, right?
Yeah.
So it's up more often the more times you lose a Bone Shield charged when an enemy hits you or something. So every time a Bone Shield charge that's on you, the little defensive, you know what I'm talking about, Bone Shield charges?
Yeah, there's bones circling me.
Yeah, those things. You get up to like 10 or 12 of those total you can do at a time. But every time you lose one of those, it sucks like, I don't know, 3 or 5 seconds off the cooldown of Dancing Rune Weapon. So that means you get it back faster every time you lose one of those.
Okay.
So it's in your best interest to
Defensive.
lose as many of those as you can, to get Dancing Rune Weapon back even faster. And Bone Storm the way it works is it eats like 5 bone shield charges right off the bat. So it like sucks like something like somewhere between 15 and 25 seconds off the cooldown of dancing rune weapon, so you get it back that much faster. Is that kind of?
Okay.
There's another ability that does it too. I don't know if you have it. It's like I think it's called like shatter. What is it called? It's like it's on the left side of the bottom of the tree. I'll have to look at it later and tell you. But it does a similar thing where it makes.
Dodge.
Watch your
Oh, he got you, buddy.
Oh, somebody pulled.
Let me see if I can get some stuns out
My
from
buddy thinks I'm pulling too slow, so he just pulled.
you. He's like, we need more. Can't interrupt him yet, so we'll just keep going. There we go.
I find that quite frustrating, actually.
Dodge.
watch your
Oh, let's
I
see.
got 3 minutes left on cooldown for a battle res.
I can res him after. It might be easier. I don't know if you're like me. I'm a visual person.
Mhm.
So maybe at some point we could
Dodge.
go like find an enemy or something, pop dancing rune weapon, and then see what the stuff does, so you can kind of see the cooldown change.
Yeah.
If what I'm saying does it like,
Yeah.
because I'm not super great at explaining, and B I'm a visual person by nature, so I don't know like if I'm even explaining it right. I'm
Yeah.
trying to explain it as I see it in my head, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No, that totally makes sense to go to like a target dummy or something and say, okay, press this. Now watch this thing come up.
Mhm.
You know, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I see it. Am I good to go?
I think so. Everyone's rezzed. Interrupt that guy for you, and then we're going in.
Dodge.
watch your
Oh no, I can't see behind me.
Yeah, it's tough with these because these guys are so tall, and there's a bunch of stuff stacked up, and
Dodge.
watch your
Defensive.
you have noobs like me talking too much probably too. Doesn't help with attention.
No, oh, the talking doesn't bother me.
Come here. There we go.
Dodge.
watch your
Dodge.
watch your
Oh, I probably shouldn't have pulled them right on top of the bodies, because it makes it harder to see the stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. Hopefully everybody else is. I think. My UI is pretty bare bones, so you'd
Dodge.
probably laugh. I see a lot more probably because of it, but I also probably don't see as much of the stuff I should see.
Defensive.
incoming. Watch your step.
Dodge.
Watch your
I got my looting done before he knocked us back. Oh, I got it on the left side.
Let's see where people go. All right, buddy. Now remember, when you get the circle on you, the white circle, you need to put it on the pillar, okay? Just watch out for the puddles. Don't stand in the dark puddles if you can avoid it. Where's everybody? I'll see where everyone goes.
Defensive.
I'll go over with the tank side. Aaron's here with you, and let's see here.
Watch your
Defensive.
step.
Break crystals.
Defensive.
All right, let's get out of here. I'll get this pillar over here, buddy. You find one over by the healer. I think the healer's there. We're good.
Defensive.
The other thing for this boss I would recommend, if you're okay with recommendation, is aim it a little bit more towards the water. So
This
that
way?
if the yeah that way it
Phased.
won't knock you back. It'll only knock you up. Um, but it'll help keep the beam from like overlapping with a pillar behind you when they spawn. So that like you don't snipe a DPS that's not paying attention. They should be paying attention, but they don't always.
I was actually worried about
Defensive.
being out of range of the healer.
Watch your
Defensive.
step.
If you ever, you can always move in
Break
between of
crystals.
those because it's really that little beam thing that you saw.
Defensive.
That thing, if you ever feel like you can always kind of wiggle a little bit.
I can't
If
get
you're in
out of that
danger.
though, right? I have to stay in it.
Right, it'll follow you. Oh. Healer's telling me to get
Phased.
over here. I will.
Like you're out of range of the healer?
Yeah, I was playing the back. I can heal myself, so I'm kind of like cheating and hanging back on your side to get the back pillar. But I think I was making the healer a little nervous.
You can actually tell people to move
Defensive.
as the healer?
He
He.
yanked me with the Yankee yank.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of fun.
Watch your
Defensive.
step.
Break crystals.
Defensive.
Oh, but now. I don't know, Aaron, can you see how we're like standing on these little circles here with the, I'm on these
Defensive.
pillars with the circles? They blow them up so enemies don't spawn.
Phased.
There you go. Easy.
Oh my gosh. We did a whole one.
Good job.
I'm so glad I didn't decide to try to start in twos.
And I was thinking, your Death Knight too. Eventually, you won't worry about being in range of the healer on that fight because you'll get, to where because you're pretty self-sufficient as a DK.
You mean I should be pretty
Yes, you will be.
self-sufficient?
I'm not worried. I know you'll get there. I'm saying that because in my DK, I'm the same way. I'm definitely need help myself, at least.
Furrow says GG. Oh, by the way, Possum, are you still here? I forgot to do my welcome message. Which one? Do you want to do one more? I have time for one more.
Yeah, I can do another one. Okay, my son's going to do something else. He enjoyed it, but he's like he wants
Okay.
to follow his attention span somewhere else.
Tell him I said thank you for joining.
She said, "Thank you for joining."
And I'm sorry I did really
He said, "You are welcome."
bad. Okay. Possum says yes, just did the 13 prior. Do you want to join us now? Because we do have a spot. Yeah,
And
Mythic
if
Zero.
is your healer buddy listening on stream as well?
I'm assuming so.
Okay. Well, definitely thank you. Sorry, I wasn't trying to complain. Hopefully, if you didn't take it that way. I'm pretty laid back. I don't mind either way. I'm just more talking myself through things.
Okay. What do you think is the hardest one to tank?
Hardest one to like. So there's different views of that. Like, do you mean hardest one to mechanically tank or to survive? Because for me, there's different
Oh,
answers for that probably. Like
oh.
priority is a tough one to survive for me.
And what about mechanically tank?
Mechanically tank, let me think. Which bosses? It's less this season. Last season there was a bunch. This season, let me think about that for a second. Let me look at the dungeon list so I can kind of remind myself.
Okay. Possum, I'm opening
Uh,
my screen here if you want to add me to BattleNet so I can get you in.
dungeon. So, mm, in one
Cinder Brew?
aspect, oh, go
Oh,
ahead. Sorry.
no, sorry, I was just reading the chat. Like the
Oh,
buddy in the group there.
um, I don't 100% agree with that, but I do agree with that it is up there for sure.
Okay.
There's definitely things I think the other group members can do in Cinder Brew that affect it, but it is that would be one of the ones I would say is
That,
mechanically tough.
that
There's a
first
lot
room.
of the first room. Also going towards the B boss can be a little tricky sometimes. There's a lot of places where you can overpull there and the bees hurt really, really bad. Yeah, the right hall he's talking about, that's the scary hall. Um, the left hall is mechanically tougher because of the charges. They spawn ads that you don't have threat on right away, and those ads hurt.
Hmm.
So you have to like think about making sure you pick up those ads while also trying to survive the pool.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like Floodgate is a little bit of a sleeper difficulty, like as far as mechanics go. There's a lot that happens in Floodgate you have to be aware of to know how to put pulls together. But Cinderbrew is definitely
Oh,
one of the ones I do last in my quest
yeah.
to get keys. So I agree.
Possum, it doesn't show you as online. Do you want to request to join group? Oh, there you are.
The other thing, your friend mentioned the IPA boss, the one with the slimes that you have to like avoid.
Um,
You remember that one?
how hurts? What's the IPA?
It's the second boss of meat that you usually do in Meadery. It's the one that has like he does all the circles on the ground and spawns the slimes,
Oh,
and
the
then
ads.
yeah. So you have to like practice. If an ad gets the boss, it can potentially wipe the group. Probably not on a zero, but normally it would murder the group if an ad gets to the boss. So you have to be kind of like good at learning how to like maneuver the boss so the ads don't. And if you're really snazzy, and you can learn how to like place the ads in a certain ways to
Uh-huh.
help with that, because the tank can place the ads.
Tab target chain of ice.
Your chain of ice does the slow for
Yeah,
DKs.
yeah, I
I think he's
don't.
just saying like you can slow the ads, but there's also a talent. I don't know if you take it for your death and decay that makes ads go like really slow for for like 5 or so seconds, something like
Mhm.
that. There's also a knockback that happens, so you can practice like doing your death's advance to avoid the knockback. There's a lot to learn there. That's so it's kind of a fun one.
Um,
I think Cinder's a good one to go for. I agree.
okay.
Um, not that my agreement's necessary or anything. I just chatting, but um,
Okay,
the first
there's.
boss, there's a lot of like art in how you place the circles and the tornadoes sometimes.
I
The one where you take all the
just.
oh,
Sorry,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna
No, you're
say,
good.
since we have like 4 people here that
Hmm.
potentially are not gonna get mad,
Hmm.
um, I'd like to try the hardest one.
Yeah, I think Cinder would be a good one.
Okay, let's do Cinder Brew then.
Yeah. The hard part is they're all kind of different in their difficulty. Like Floodgate, for example, the last boss is really difficult to learn as a new tank because if you mess up, you can fly off the platform and die.
Yes.
So it's
I've
it's like
I've
a one-shot difficulty.
I've had tanks that has happened to.
I've had that happen to me, so
Okay. Oh. Okay, let's just just do it. Just do it. Where's this thing? My my portals are on cooldown.
well, I don't know if Mythic Zero does them, so that may be.
All right, because I use it. Okay, I just have to promote you so you can see the channel we are in. Just give us 1 second here. Or maybe I'll wave hi to you first. Add role, friends, take off visitor. Okay. Hello.
Oh, one moment. My sound isn't working.
No worries. That was a lot of information.
One other thing to keep in mind too is my perspective is probably different because I'm not as high level as a lot of people. So I'm kind of coming from a perspective of maybe like, you know, 10s level to 12s versus like people who do 15s and 16s. And the answer can be different the higher
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like I don't have, he mentioned Motherload. Motherload is really difficult to route at the high end, I think.
Yeah.
In the 10 to 12 range, honestly, the routes are not they're not really that bad in Motherload. The harder part in Motherload is really more positioning because when you pug, people butt pull in Motherload.
Hmm.
That's the tough part because it's so easy to accidentally butt pull. But at higher end, you don't that obviously doesn't happen as often, right? And the routes are much more because the timer is tight. The routes are more difficult in Motherload later on. At least from my perspective. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm average, so
I don't think you're average.
I guess I'm technically above average based on our conversation last night, but with the Rio stuff, but still, there's a lot of people that you'll probably interact with that are way more experienced that know a lot more. And I'm assuming the healer buddy is in that group too. He's probably done a lot of cool stuff.
Oddly enough, the
I've had a
tough.
lot of good luck in Motherload. On the last pull, what people are doing is they are letting the tank and the healer run all the way up the hill and basically pull all the trash down to the third boss's area, and you have a lot of room to run around without random bomb spawning. So you're able to, clear most of that hill without actually going on the hill.
How many robots do they do that with though? Because that would seem like you'd get like 4 robots at
I
least,
think we
maybe
had 3 or
5.
4. Yeah, I just
That's
did
a
it.
lot of AOE. 'Cause,
Oh,
that's a lot of
you're
AOE
pumping.
damage.
Oh,
Uh,
that's why the healer's going with the tank to do that, Paul. Thank you for coming and thank you for your patience, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. So if I ever sound like I'm being like I'm criticizing, I'm not. I'm just really bad about. I like talk about stuff. It helps me. So like I talk through things. It's an engineering trait for me. I think I say things about like how things are in my head to kind of talk myself through stuff. But it's never really. It's kind of detached from emotion the way I do it. If
Mhm.
that makes sense.
Yeah, you're fine.
Mm. So last time when I queued us up, I had it under Mythic Plus, and then I put Mythic Zero.
Oh no, there's a mythic option there that you can select in the drop down.
Yeah, that's what I did this time. Oh, did I not
I have
fix?
the reverse problem. Like I'll list a key and it won't be mine. And for whatever reason, if I do it in the wrong order, it'll switch it to Mythic Zero for me and it'll list it wrong. And I'm like, why aren't people signing up?
Oh, yeah, I've done that. Like if it's not your key, yeah.
Yeah.
Ba, 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 1, 2, 3.
Son was really excited. He was trying to get that rookery done the other days when we didn't get it, so he was excited to get it done. So thank you.
Oh, that was perfect then. Oh, by the way, Possum, I have a welcome speech that I do. I totally forgot to do it. Welcome to Eve's Gaming Fun, where you come for what you think is a great view. It's not, but you stay for the conversation, the Eve moments, and the Writing Wednesday.
Nice. Yeah, I only sweat in this game on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. If it's not one of those days, I'm just hanging out.
You only what?
Sweat, like try hard.
Oh, on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays specifically.
Nice. I don't know if
Yeah,
yeah.
we just had a 59% pull on Mythic Gallywix, so
Oh, nice.
that's my 2
Wow.
rating days.
Wow. You're like up there. I barely got heroic done.
Hey, you got it done. That's what matters.
Wow, yeah, I had to get the last boss on Pug because the team I was in, people just stopped playing and stopped coming to raids and stuff. And
We had that trouble too. Like our guild started raiding again in Shadowlands. We raided for a long time and stopped, and then we started again in Shadowlands, and we raided all through Shadowlands and Dragonflight, and then the raid leader stopped playing for the War Within, and it kind of just like died out because we're all like no one wants to lead. We're all bad about not wanting to lead, so
yeah,
it kind of just dissipated. And honestly, I'm not a huge raiding fan either. I only did it because like my wife enjoyed it and they were friends, and I'm more of a dungeon person.
I
Yeah,
really like raids.
I'm what they call a raid slut, basically. The last 2 seasons, I killed between all my alts 600 kills on bosses for the whole season.
Say that again, sorry.
My combined boss kills in each of the last 2 seasons that we've had was over 600 across all my alts in my main.
Damn.
Yeah, I only like really raiding. I do Mythic Plus because I have to, not because I really want to.
Yeah.
It's such a weird thing because like I sometimes feel like I would have to raid to do Mythic Plus because some of the trinkets and stuff only come from raid, so it's like a reverse. Like I have to raid occasionally.
Yeah, I got somewhat lucky with mine. I play Affliction Lock generally, and almost all my best in slot gear is from the raid. It's not from Mythic Plus, so I got a break there. I just needed to do it for crests.
Are we going there? So let's
Okay.
go here. Stun.
Yeah, because the chef guy is on the left side.
Cake.
AOE incoming.
Oh, they're all going somewhere else. They're like, nope,
Cake.
AOE
don't
incoming.
want you, girl.
Stun out for you. They're like, no.
Cake.
AOE incoming.
It's like me trying to date back in high school.
You're not supposed to pick me
Range
last
5.
for the team here. Oh,
Have you
that
ever?
chef is coming.
Yep, he likes to sneak around
Okay.
here.
AOE incoming.
Oh yeah, I just remembered that you usually pull them around the corner here.
When I do the big one, yeah. It helps with funneling them all, and if it takes long, which it shouldn't, but it sometimes does. The chef, that chef wanders over there, so it's just
And who does the knockback thing?
the chef.
Oh, okay, because I was like, I just realized my back was
Okay.
to the entrance.
My 13 that I timed in here, my first one, I got booted right out of the instance like a dummy.
Oh no. On a
He does
13.
come over this way too. Yeah, on a 13. They laughed at me, but luckily they didn't kick me.
Cake.
AoE incoming.
Oh, I'm standing in that. I'm so scared of getting that, chef.
Cake.
AoE incoming.
Cake.
AoE incoming.
Okay, now do I have to worry about the yellow guys too?
Not really, unless you just aggro them. They'll run out when the boss starts, unless someone tags them with something. And if you get really fancy, the group back here in the corner that wasn't yellow, like that's like in this back corner we're at now.
Yeah.
You don't have to get them either, but I do just
Oh.
because people when they bring the drinks in, they run a little too far sometimes, but they're not necessary for the
Oh shoot,
like people can avoid them.
that's not what I was gonna do. I
Defensive.
had a plan in my mind.
Watch
Feet.
your step.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
I don't think I've seen or read that.
Defensive.
I have not. I might have read it in school now. I think about it, but I don't remember reading it. But I just remember the quote.
Watch
Feet.
your step.
Defensive.
Did I rebuff everybody? I probably didn't. I'm gonna make sure I get that going.
Feet.
So I just pull the boss and the other ones will come. But will they go on other people?
Nope, they will run out of the room as long as no one touches them. Now, if someone
Defensive.
touches them, they'll run after a person. But
Okay.
but they will ignore everybody and run out. They'll be like, "Let's get out of dodge, y'all."
Okay. So just.
But like a lot of times, people will pulse things and grab mistakes. Just keep an eye. If you see them running towards somebody,
Just piss
see how they
that
kinda
guy off.
like
Okay,
that one
this
guy
one's
stayed.
mad.
Yeah, he got hit by something. I didn't see what it was, but I saw something animate on him.
Okay.
You probably want to keep them a little ways away from the bench here, so you don't get all the puddles
Breath incoming.
where we want to take the drinks. But so after this, just I can move them to a side somewhere. Usually,
Looking back.
I favored the side with the lone guy because I can just run through all the stuff to get the lone guy and not make anyone have to do anything dangerous. But it's all what you're comfy with.
Okay. I also don't want to put too much yucky stuff where the lone guy is either.
Yeah, that's to say, like for me, I'm okay with it because I'll just myself handle the lone guy, and I have cooldowns to get around things and stuff. But only if you're comfy doing that. You can let somebody else do it too. But the main thing is you don't want your tornadoes up here or your puddles up here.
Oh, apparently he doesn't want my beer.
Okay, let me get another one here. Doo-doo-doo.
Watch your
Oh, someone got him. So here comes the tornadoes.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the side.
Yep. And they'll follow. They'll stop moving whenever he does the frontal thing. So you get a little bit of a break from the moving when he does that.
breath
So here they're
incoming.
going to stop for a second. And then they'll start moving again once the tornado's over. So then you can kind of like figure out where you want to position them. So you don't get trapped.
Yeah, I totally got trapped there. So I can let him knock me back the way I want to go then.
Yes.
Say,
Or
okay.
you can also Death's Advance and not get knocked back too if you don't want to. However you want to do it. Sorry, I over talked you.
I don't know.
Watch your feet.
But yeah, that's what I do. I let him
Watch
knock
your
me back the way I
step.
want to go. But if you don't like getting knocked back, you can, like I said, that one thing will stop you from getting knocked back, and you can do whatever you
Looking
want.
back.
I feel like I can use that to my advantage to go where I want
Yes.
to.
Yeah, I think so.
Breath incoming.
All right, there's the.
Knocking back.
Oh, I did not do that right. Oh my gosh, there's
You're okay. There's plenty of time for people to get out.
all the tornadoes.
No,
Okay, so
this is
now,
actually good.
did we use lust? We
Knocking
don't.
back.
Oh, I didn't use it. I was sorry. I was
Breath
distracted,
incoming.
and the other guy didn't use it either.
Okay, so should I go to the right side now then? Oh, loot.
I usually go this way. IPA is usually the group problem person, so I like to do him next.
Yeah, I'm not really good with the names of the bosses, but I remember you said
Totem.
IPA
Change.
earlier, so that's the slime ad guy.
Yeah. Yes.
And that guy should be coming back somewhere. Hey,
Before we do
Braxis.
IPA, if you, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. You're
Totem.
good. I was
Change.
just saying hi. Before
I'll say
you.
before you do them, I can kind of give you a kind of a visual of how the ads spawn versus the boss, if that helps. So you can kind of know how to place them if you want to mess with that or learn it later. You can either way.
Okay.
Come on. All right, I don't have a thing for them. Just have to.
Did someone else pull
Charge.
those?
Move.
Because I did not think that I pulled those.
Totem.
Target change.
So here, those ads spawn that you have to kind of pick up because they're kind of murderous on the tank. Honestly, at least they used to be.
Oh.
I think they're better now.
Yeah, those guys. They explode or something when they die, right?
I don't remember if they explode. I know they hit hard. Like they just have a really heavy melee.
Totem.
Target change.
They might explode
Charge.
too. I don't remember. And sorry about the hero. I got distracted. I'm bad about that.
Oh no, that's okay. So we usually skip these guys.
Oh, y'all do?
Usually, I don't know. They are.
Okay.
I'm good pulling them though. I don't want to miss percent.
Oh, there's no percent here, so you're good either way.
Oh, duh. Praxis says yo. Oh.
Totem.
Target change.
Oh, thank you.
Totem.
Praxis says yo. So I'm looking to buy a camera to stream. Curious on what you're using. LOGI. That's what it says. I can't focus.
Totem.
It says
Totem.
HD1080p, I think. That's what I'm using. I think it gives a good quality. Especially if you have a really big screen.
Totem.
Target change. Charging.
Charge.
Move. Interrupt.
Charge.
Charging. Move.
Did that look really funny when I was trying to focus on that? What's being pinged? Good pull, priest. Oh
Charge.
yeah, he's a streamer that I
Charge.
follow, and he follows me. He's probably watching the stream now. I was gonna say earlier, Lux, if you don't mind, can you please not pull so I can get the experience of actually pulling? I'm kind of here to learn, so.
Interrupt.
Interrupt. So now this is where I'm gonna go, and when I pull, I'm gonna pull the right group and the left group inside here.
You can. I do that just for high stuff, but for lower stuff, we can do whatever you like, comfy with. I just pull 2 groups in over here, and we use this corner to line aside everything.
2 groups. This one's straight there, and
Yeah. You can just tag them and run in, and lay your death and decay as, so they'll run through it when they come
But-
running through the doorway.
2 groups, you said.
Yeah.
So I've got 1 group right in front of me. Am I pulling the left group as well?
Mhm.
Okay.
And then run through and lay your death and decay and let them all funnel in.
My passion. She's ruining everything.
And I'll do the slappy hands. I think
Totem.
this is a good spot for the slappy
Yeah.
hands.
Interrupt.
Totem.
Target change.
I did notice a few times though that I lost aggro on some of them. Not maybe not this group, but I think this group went well. But on some of them, actually, no,
Interrupt.
I'm not going to take the blame for that because I didn't pull all of the stuff.
And some of it could be the new slimes when that dude charges. They have no aggro when they spawn.
Yes. So I want this, and am I leaving the back left group?
I usually pull it with this guy. You want me to pull it for you over here, or do you want to do it?
Okay. Yeah, I can.
Charge.
Charging. Move.
I just want to make
I'll
sure
try
if
to
I
interrupt
should
the
be
dude.
pulling them or not.
The higher you go, the more you'll want to double up
Totem.
the packs, but it's not necessarily when you're learning. You don't necessarily have to do that.
Mhm.
A lot of it's about what you get comfy with. Like I'll triple pull in some packs, and then they can be dangerous. But like if it's like been a while since we've used cooldowns, then
Charge.
Target
Totem.
change.
where's the thing at? There it is.
It was a little hard to get out of that charge because I was right at the wall.
Yeah. Though you can probably eat the charge. It doesn't stun you or anything that I see. So you're probably okay as long as you're not low health.
Okay.
And you want this guy that's going to pat towards you. He's going to come here soon.
Charge.
Charging. Move.
So when some of these die, they turn into a puddle.
When they die or if they when they cast, I'm not sure exactly. That's probably when they die, like you're saying. That's one thing I need to probably learn myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to watch to see.
So he'll be the
Charge.
tester. We'll see what he does. No puddle from him. Maybe it's from the slimes.
Oh, yeah, I think so. Okay, there are slimes here, so that's perfect.
Yeah,
I
we're
think
about
it's
to kill
from
a
the
couple.
slimes.
They did not puddle. Oh, they did. Yeah, they do. The slimes puddle when they die. Probably
Okay,
teaching you about the boss mechanic in that way.
hold on, I'm looting. I'm looting.
And then you can pull 2 of these. But I would pull them back.
Oh, did I pull
Charge.
all of them?
Move.
No, you're good. You only got 2.
Okay.
Totem.
Change.
When you get like
Totem.
more confident with the pulls and stuff, I end up probably pulling one of these in with another group, and then I do the last
Interrupt.
1 or 2, whatever I didn't get, with something else. But when you're learning it, it's probably better just to.
Okay, so when we come inside, then I can pull one of these.
Yeah.
And maybe the side way back at right.
Yep.
Okay.
If you're with a really good group, the alternate. Well, I don't know if I want to give you alternates just yet, but unless you want them like right now.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
So when I did the runs with y'all, if you're in a really focused group,
Totem.
Yeah.
Change.
well, I handle the RP in a different way, but that pull where we pulled out into the hallway. You remember that where you did the 2 groups right up here in the front? So what I
Yeah.
do, and it takes practice because there's patrols. Instead of pulling that left group like I told you, if you're with a really good group, I run in. I don't know if you can see me. Like I would run in through the hallway like right here,
Hmm.
and I kind of like beeline this way, and that body aggro is the group that's right here
That's
next to
here.
us.
Yeah.
And then I won't run any farther because the boss is there. Then I run a little bit further here, and I aggro these 2 little groups that were in front of the boss. So I get 3 groups, and I
Oh,
run
so
back.
3. Okay.
I lay consecration to get some aggro on them, and then I run around the corner, but that's like that's a triple uh, exploding totem pull, so it's kind of tough if the group is not ready for that.
Okay.
So it's a very so I didn't have you do that the first time because it's a very dangerous pull.
Okay. Now you said something about trying to aim
Yep.
the
So you
pets
see
or
the way
something.
he's facing.
Yes.
He's always facing behind you, right? He's facing through you.
Yeah.
He'll
Feet.
spawn an ad directly behind you, and then he'll spawn 2 more ads. I guess I'll go ahead and do hero. He'll spawn 2 more ads behind him,
Ads.
but kind of offset. Now watch out for that
Okay,
guy
I see
there.
it. I see it.
Knocking back.
So you want to avoid the ads, but you can kind of
Yeah.
like place them in a way. But if you're too close to the wall, what happens is like right there,
It's gonna
he might
spawn
spawn it right.
on me.
Yeah, it might spawn right on top of you the next time, if that makes sense.
Okay, so one behind me, and then the others on the behind
Yep,
him.
and yep, and they kind of, if you were to think about how they form the points of a triangle around him. So the one behind you is like the tip of the top of the triangle, and the other 2 would be like the bottom 2 corners. So like here,
Feet.
Your step.
one of them might spawn on the
Ads.
wall
Feet.
because he's like right next to the wall. Not the one behind you, but like one of the bottom rung ones.
One
That makes sense.
didn't
Ads.
spawn me behind me that time. He's gonna go right into that.
Yeah, probably because of the wall thing, and it also depends on which way
Knocking
he's
back.
pointing at the time he spawns them, I think. So I'll do a more controller in a second. I was killing the ads. I wasn't watching.
No worries. I try to put my slow down for the ads.
Yep.
So I'm gonna
just
turn
focus
so
on
that
the
he
ads.
has room to
Yep.
put one behind me.
Yep. So he's gonna probably, let's see where he's at. So he's facing. I just don't know if he spawns it immediately when he starts spinning, or if he delays. So that's the only thing I have to watch to see where you're pointed. So like right now, I
Feet.
expect him to put one kind of like right in this area somewhere.
Okay.
We'll see if one pops up there. Yep, see kind of that one spawned right there, and one spawned on top of him
Ads.
because he was next to the wall. So that bottom rung one, kind of like it
Knocking
couldn't
back.
spawn in the wall, so it spawned next to the wall instead. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. And then I put my slow stuff down.
Yep. I'm trying to slow him too.
So
My
other
damage is
than
gonna be terrible.
that's okay. Other than trying to slow the ads, I don't really have to worry about them.
Yeah, I mean, if one gets close, you can use your stun to stop it before it gets to the boss. That helps sometimes. But always be aware that he has that knockback, and you don't want to be like, but you don't want him to knock you into an ad because then he'll chase after you and run into it, right?
It's actually funny.
And
Sorry. I don't really use Chains of Ice.
it's a good
Probably
utility for this
should.
stuff.
Okay, now I've seen some people pull these back.
Yeah, it's whatever your company. That's usually a good idea because you can see better out here. And these bees can be scary for some tanks. Like I have trouble with them. They hit pretty hard
Interrupt.
for me.
Yeah.
But once you kind of get a feel for how the ads spawn, you'll probably get a better feel for where to place the boss, like you'll kind of get your own feel for what you like, where you like to put them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You definitely want to be a little bit further away from the wall than you were probably, just to, like I said, to avoid any of the ads accidentally spawning under them because of they can't go anywhere else kind of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just all practice, and you can kind of like eventually get like intuition for like where you think they're gonna spawn and where you're gonna maybe pull him between them so they don't hit him by mistake or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of practice for me at least. On these pulls, I always watch the
Watch your
purveyor.
step.
You don't necessarily have to if you don't want to. If
Volley.
other people are doing with because he does the slow on everybody.
Yes, that one I know he needs to be interrupted.
Watch your step.
The Wranglers have an interrupt too, but it's honestly less of a thing than the honey slow guy, the purveyor.
Watch your step.
Now you're a DK, so it matters not that the Wranglers don't move a lot. But if you're ever playing a different tank, you can actually make the Wranglers move by being kind of close to them, and eventually they'll just like stop casting and run to you a little bit. You can kind of like nudge them in places. But you have DK grip, so you don't need it here. If you ever need to move them. All right, here comes a Purveyor. I'm gonna get him targeted.
Volley.
Watch your step.
And keep in mind, like I said, I'm coming from a place of
Watch
easier
your step.
content. So
Volley.
as you go higher, some of these rules kind of do change.
Yeah.
Like
Watch
what
your
you want to
step.
do and what you don't, you know.
Yeah.
And you'll always get that one person who's done like, you know, 15s or 17s in your group. That's like you're doing your route wrong, or that's a bad pull. But you're like in a 8 or a 10 or whatever, and you're like, no, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Volley.
Interrupt.
The bees in the
your
next
step?
room will put 2 circles on the ground. They're not spawned until you run in there, but those circles will either disorient you or stun you. I forget which, but it does something bad. You don't want to be in the circles when they
Okay.
get over here, get out of everybody's way.
Loot it up. Oh, okay, so they just spawn as soon as I step in.
Yes. And they hit hard sometimes, so kind of if you feel out of, you know, pop a cooldown if you feel scared or, you know, for a second. You probably aren't because you can just heal yourself. I have to like be very wary of it.
Well, I mean, I didn't pull the next groups. I just
Right.
these guys spawned, so I just let these guys do their thing.
You know, and here's where a lot of people do that jump down skip too. That's always tough because the one group that's kind
Volley.
of back there at the top of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Interrupt. Watch your step.
And there is a Pat over there, walking over
Yes,
there.
you do want that. Unless you don't need it for count for some reason, but it's hard to avoid it even if you don't need the count. So I usually just, at least in a pug setting, I grab it. And then whenever you jump down, definitely keep an eye on
Watch
that
your
group
step.
up here on the platform, because when you have a warlock or a hunter, pets will run that way.
Or an Eve.
Yep. Or a me. I've done it too. You're not alone. But down below is a good place for slappy hands once you get down there and in a good position.
Oh, that's a good
You
idea.
don't want-
Run Death Show. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
My bees! You put them in cages? They should be free gathering pollen in the forest.
How did I manage to pull that? Oh, never mind. I thought
No,
I
it's
pulled. I thought I pulled the ones at the back there.
Volley.
like, see, a pet went by and grabbed those guys, it looked like. So we got the extra
Volley.
guys from the platform we weren't intending to. So you'll have that to.
Watch your step.
Boss's bolt. Lux?
All right, well.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Watch your step.
He's like, we need more.
Spread.
Volley.
Watch your step.
Try to keep that slow from happening.
Volley.
Watch your step. Move, boss.
Volley.
Push back and
Defensive.
And then where do
Volley.
you drop the stuff?
Volley.
I usually do it on the sides because it puts it out of the
Spread.
way and you don't end up
Okay.
running into barrels.
Watch your step. Move, boss.
Adds.
All right, I think we got most of the stuff down now. Is there a bee to take to the barrel? I think.
Spread. Move, boss.
Oh, we got some more bees over here.
Defensive.
Incoming.
Yeah, I just
Defensive.
put my stuff down over there.
And if you need to, don't want to be pushed around, your Death's Advance is super useful here for that, avoiding the pushback. So you don't have to like
Okay.
fight against it.
Move, boss. Spread.
Oh, I put that right in the
Watch your
middle.
feet. Move,
That's
boss.
okay.
Move, boss. Move, boss.
Adds.
The lady's even
Move,
saying
boss.
to me,
Defensive.
move boss, move boss.
Move, boss.
And we got the
Move,
other
boss.
bees from the
Move,
corner
boss.
here.
Spread.
No, these are spawned ones from the thing, I think.
No, we had
Think
we
you're
had
okay.
one group back here that we didn't.
Oh, yeah?
pull. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Move, boss. Move, boss.
Let me see.
Oh, you pulled that? I totally thought it was Lux that pulled that.
Who's the person in the stream? The Healy person or the shaman person?
The streamer is the Healy person.
Okay.
The shaman's here in our in awesome. Oh, it's nowhere. It's fine.
I've made all kinds of mistakes this run, so. But I did warn I'm not DPS minded at all, so.
Okay, did we
Well,
kill
we cleared the room.
any? Oh, okay. Yeah, see that group is still back there.
Okay, I gotcha. I see.
Yeah, that one we did not pull.
The Eve bees, I call them because I killed you with them by that one time. Or the other ones, but they're cousins to them, so you know.
Okay, we're all back. Let's get those guys back there first.
I do like how the boss is nice to us and it's not moving right off the bat.
Yeah, he's not moving at all, is he?
He was pathing before, but I guess once we pull, he gets shy.
Okay, so I'm gonna go
Okay.
back here so I can drop my yucky stuff.
Yep.
Adds.
And if you get really fancy later on, you can AMS when you get one and lay a puddle onto a new puddle, an old puddle rather, so you can stack them. But I wouldn't worry about that kind of stuff until you get comfy.
Actually takes a while for that puddle to drop. I just
Defensive.
realized.
Yeah, you have a debuff that counts down if that helps.
Spread.
Sorry, this one is. Oh no, I got this.
All right, where's the barrels at? Someone already got them, it looks like.
Adds.
Oh, we got the troll up there.
That had
okay.
to have been me.
Spread.
Get on
Volley.
the purveyor so I can
Volley.
keep the slows away from us.
Defensive.
So I'm just going to stick on the purveyor for a minute.
Spread.
I'm sorry, I can't get the aggro on them all.
It's okay. You're good. Don't worry about it. We'll make it.
Watch
You just
your
worry about
step.
yourself.
Volley. Adds.
Push back incoming.
Volley.
I'm
Defensive.
just trying to get rid of the trash
Yeah,
while we can.
Spread.
especially that purveyor guy.
He's down, so we should be. Unless there's another one. I didn't watch to see. All right, let's get
Oh,
this
I
stuff
think there
going.
was just one.
I guess someone's doing the bees. Let me see
Oh,
if I
that
can
was a big mess.
Push back
Defensive.
incoming.
The nice thing is, even if the one person, or is everybody in our group, or is one of them a pug? I can't remember.
Just
Yes.
the warlock.
So even if the warlock gets mad or whatever and takes off, we can probably finish it without.
Yeah.
Defensive.
Incoming.
Try to get down what we could of the one pack. I got the purveyor down, or someone, we all did rather, but
Okay. Sorry about that.
oh, we're good. I'm having fun.
Whoa. Don't forget those lock rocks. That fight is always chaotic or the cleanest thing since Dawn dish. So
Yeah. It's either a mess or it's beautiful.
well, if I'm here, especially tanking.
My messes are not role specific. They're personal.
Yeah.
I can be on any role and cause a mess.
I'm getting better on my priest though. Okay, I'm gonna draw my
Yeah.
stuff back here.
Ads.
Let's see if we can. Okay, let's get these bees.
Defensive.
Incoming.
The bees are down. Get back on the boss and let someone do the.
Ads.
Alright, more bees are coming.
Spread.
Defensive.
Incoming. Move boss.
Alright,
Go
bees are
back to the
down.
wall.
Oh, someone got that one already. Someone's an
Ads.
expert with the bees.
Defensive.
Tearing stuff up.
Move boss.
That's a healer thing, hey? Well,
Spread.
so I've been told.
I try to help when I can.
Or sorry, I should say on 12s.
Spread.
If I'm being brutally honest, I don't think it is
Defensive.
necessarily at that level a healer. I mean, I know why people want to do it,
Move
but I
boss.
feel like at a 12, anyone could still do it and be fine. Like,
Ads.
I feel bad that you feel pressured to have to do it on 12, but it's probably good
Spread.
practice for higher stuff.
Yeah.
But
Move boss. Move boss.
Oh, right in the middle, sorry. I was like, the ads are coming, make sure you grab them.
Boss.
most of the bees are
Defensive.
down. There's one more back. Oh, they're all down. Okay, good. Now there's that little pack that's still left by the stairs. You don't have to get it.
Yeah.
And if anyone aggroes it, people kind of freak out. But you can actually just run and hop on the bees and go to the last area, and they'll de-aggro as long as everyone's
Spread.
hopped on the bees
Move
and
boss.
flown away.
Move boss.
Yeah.
Defensive.
Incoming.
Defensive.
Spread.
Good job. See, we got it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So I know if I jump up on the side, I won't aggro them.
Come back to the tap
Yep.
to use them.
I got a pumpkin
You can also.
head.
Sorry. Let's see here.
Okay, who took that first one? Suck.
Was it me? I'm still here.
Not me. I only say that because I'm always, me as a healer, I'm always the last one to come out of that room. And if the first one is not available, I have to run all the way to the end. And I
There's
get
hoping to get
grumpy.
mana, right? There's more mana generation time for you.
No, because I'm too busy running trying to catch up, right? And then. Oh,
Watch
shit.
your step.
Natural managing, while you're running.
Watch your step.
Okay, so this one has a skull on it. Is that because I'm targeted on it?
No, I did that. I was just giving the people
Okay.
one to pick. If you're
Watch your
by
step.
yourself, you kind of want to do this unless someone else is doing it, just so
Yeah.
that the DPS are
Watch
all
your
like
step.
So I'll do like a skull, and then I'll do an X for the second one, so people know who to transition to after the
Okay.
skull's down. And then I change the skull to the X to a
Watch your
skull, and I
step.
make a new X. You don't have to do that, but that's just what I do.
Okay.
Unless I'm running with my friend, he has like an
Watch
auto
your
marker,
step.
and he always undoes everything I do, so I just don't mark it in.
Yeah.
Watch your step.
And then some people just mark them like skull X, blue box, or whatever, and just say the order. But I don't know. I'm bad about that stuff. I just
Watch your step.
Okay, so I want to do kind of like how you do it. You aim for the middle one
so
and one of the
it takes a little bit of a
sides.
it's a little bit of a dance. So what I do is, especially the first one, because he's not going to run immediately. He's going to sit there and cast. I kind of like position myself like back here at this diamond, the tip of the diamond here.
Hmm.
And you wait, and you'll be able to see where both the barrels in the back and the middle spawn. And then once you see where they spawn, you kind of make yourself align with those two barrels. Like you could draw a line through you and the two barrels like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And what I do is I pull the boss through the middle barrel, so so it runs past the middle barrel, and then I kind of go through the boss and then back up to that barrel so that he's aiming at both. Does that kind of make sense? Kind of
I
like
think so, yeah.
where are you at?
I have no
So
idea
like
what 211 means.
two barrels at once, then one barrel, then one barrel.
Oh, okay.
So we are
I'll
doing
give it a
two.
try.
The 1-1 depends on the group. Like when I'm pugging, I actually let the DPS get the last two barrels.
Okay.
But as a tank, what you could do is after you do that too, you go over to the next barrel and kind of pre-position for the one of the barrels on the side, and then after that barrel's gone, you position over here for the barrel on this side. There's different ways to
Okay,
do
so
it.
since two people are standing on that side, maybe I'll do the middle and then I'll go on that side.
Yeah, it'll change too in the middle of the run.
Okay. And now when I pull, I'm gonna pull her. Do I try? Oh shit, I pulled her.
Yeah, you're good. Now bring her back, and then face her back the other way now. Just run through her. Face her back towards that barrel.
Looking back.
Okay.
There you go. And that'll get both. And then you just move over to the side usually so you don't get hit by the flames. I'm not even doing damage. I need to pay attention and actually do damage.
Which both
There you go.
did I do? Was there one behind the desk too?
Yep, you got it.
Looking back.
Okay. And I want to
You got
get
both.
that one.
Yep.
Whoa,
And
whoa,
then
whoa,
if
whoa.
there you go.
Okay.
I mean-
Yeah, there I go. I have no idea what I just did there. So now
Well,
I
we
want to
helped
go.
you and did some of them.
Okay,
Looking back.
good.
Yeah, see, they're all
Uh,
gone now. So at this point, with just regular barrels, and there's only a few of them, you don't need to really aim for
Defensive.
any,
Coming.
and it'll keep things a little bit more stable where your beam's not flying around. That makes
Okay,
sense?
Yeah, that's what I don't want to do.
Right. So you kind of want to keep it very reserved and already kind of, once you get practice at it, kind of pre-position. Now after this is done, what you'll do is move back out to where we started, pull them past the barrels. So this time it's a little bit off center, so you kind of go this way, where I'm at. And then you face them
Looking
toward,
back.
well, just go for that one. Just get that barrel. There you go. You got two. That works.
Okay, 3.
No, you got two. There's two more fire ones.
I keep
Um,
standing in the fire stuff. Okay, so now I
Looking
need to
back.
aim.
Yep.
Am I good that way?
So you want to aim for the ones that have the red pillar on them.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, because those are the ones that do damage in the final phase. That
Okay,
do
so I
like
want
a
to
lot of
turn
damage.
her to this way for this one.
But you have
Looking
two people
back.
going for them already, so you're probably okay. So people with the rings can also get them, right? So they'll sometimes get them for you.
Defensive.
That's what makes this boss so chaotic, is you don't know what other people are going to do. They might get them for you, they may not. So it's
Yeah.
like... And you don't have to get every barrel, just the ones with the fiery pillar. Those are the big ones.
Okay.
And then after that, everything else is gravy.
So I'm gonna aim her towards the
Looking
back if I can.
Yep.
Like there.
There you go. And sometimes if you're pugging, it's good to tell them which two you're going for first, so that way they know to avoid that area. So if you swing it like that, they don't care. They know it's just going to go
Looking back.
to that
It
one
looks
spot or
like-
whatever.
They've all been got.
Yep. So now it's just any barrels we go to gravy. Don't over worry about aiming beams. We'll take circles to ones. You can kind of just relax.
Knocking back.
What's that?
Chills. Take a sip of your tea. I mean, you know.
Defensive.
Special coming.
Oh my gosh.
See, all done. 2 in a row.
Damn. All right, I gotta loot her. It's like, that was awesome. Scary. Scary awesome.
It was a grave error listening to Gold.
Like I said, if you know, more experienced people have better ways, like Possum knows way more stuff about like high level stuff.
Business.
I would always defer to whatever they say over anything I tell you. So I
Nice.
also play differently because I don't play with like DBM or weak auras, so I have to think about fights differently than most people do
Yeah.
and how I position and all.
Yeah. All right. Well, I have to go pick up these 2 monsters.
You don't have to pick them up. They can walk, right?
And I guess, but it's a 15-minute drive for Jesse. I don't know how long of a walk that is.
Probably an hour and 15 at an average human pace.
Ouch.
Maybe an hour and a half.
It builds character.
I know but that's my problem. My problem is like I'm so scared for them. They're totally all adults, and I'm still so scared for them. There's
And
just
Possum, if I talk too much over you, I apologize. And you, Eve, as well.
no, you're fine. All right, I'm gonna go. I'll be back in a little bit.
Have fun.
So, thank you guys for your patience and your help. I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, it
I
was
should
fun.
be back.
You
though.
got it.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to the healer this afternoon when I get back.
Just let us know when you're doing the 12s and 13s on your DK so we can watch.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, end of the week, right? I mean,
It's a plan. My one friend Matt says, whatever. You can take a 2, you can take a 10. So, just a couple higher.
in some dungeons that's not too far off. Honestly, some dungeons are simple. Not not always, but this season I don't know if there's any that quite that close. But
Yeah, that
like
doesn't
Mists,
work
I
for
felt
me.
like was that way.
Yeah.
You might have issues with priority because you need to keep moving, where DKs and like Pallies, for example, really want to just stand still the whole time. That's probably gonna be your biggest crush will probably be that the dungeon isn't well aligned with your tank, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I've watched like 645s tank 10s, so I know you can do it.
645. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm 645.
A lot of it's just practice with your cooldowns, knowing how to getting it's just practice and patience and skill. You can all build those things up.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go.
Have fun.
Okay. See you guys later. Thank you.
See ya.
Yeah. Okay. There's a very good chance I'm gonna be playing my priest when I come back. Yeah. But I had a lot of fun. It was scary. I was nervous, but I had a lot of fun. And the patience really makes a huge difference. So, all right. See you guys later.